welcome back. It's been a little while, and I'll explain why there was no video last month, because I've been having some life issues. More specifically, something happened at work that I still really don't want to talk about. I'm sure you can all probably guess what happened, but no, it did, and so I had to come back home to regroup. The good news is, though, don't worry, I have another job secured, and I'm going to be studying online soon, so I'll have school to do as well as work, so that'll be fun. But yeah, that's my explanation for why there was no video last month. I apologize. I might try to get a second video up this month. Hopefully I will. Anyways, on to the topic at hand. Because we didn't come to talk life issues. We came to talk computers and tech. That's what my channel is all about. Actually, it's more of a random video tech channel, but whatever. My channel revolves around technology. Anyways, what I got here is an eBay find. I also got something else at this deal. Both items cost me $40, so I got a really good deal on this. But we're going to talk about this. Now, some of you may recognize this at first glance. As you could probably tell by the Apple logo, yes, this is a Macintosh computer. What you're looking at is a PowerBook G3. And this is a Wallstreet model, which was released in 1998. Now, the PowerBook G3 is easily one of the most interesting Mac computers that I know of. Mainly because when these computers were new, the big draw to them were these expansion bays, hot swappable expansion bays, where you could swap out a DVD drive. You could put a DVD drive in. That was another big feature. I should have said CD drive, but that'll suffice. You put a DVD drive in these things, and these things have, I don't believe the G3 had enough processing power to decode DVD video, so I think you needed a special daughter board. I know that was the case with the Power Macintosh G3, the blue and white model, but I think the PowerBook G3, I don't remember if they need that. I think they do need that special daughter card too. I just don't remember these enough to know where you would install one, but this one does not have a DVD-ROM drive. This one only has a CD-ROM drive, about a 4-speed CD-ROM drive. So we'll go ahead and take a look at it. The original PowerBook G3, I'll give you a little more history. The original PowerBook G3 came out in 1997. I believe that was the Kanga model. And that was released simultaneously with the original Power Mac G3, the beige tower, the one that you can see on the Computer Clans channel on Crazy Ken's Tech Misadventures, and then the PowerBook G3 was updated. It went Kanga, Wallstreet, which is what this one is. Then what was the third one? Now I can't. What was it? Lombard. That was it. Lombard was the one released in 1999. I always have trouble remembering that. And then Pismo, which was the last G3, released in 2000, and then in 2001 they went to the G4. So, go ahead and take a look at this computer. On the front you have your lid latch and release tabs for the expansion bays. On this side you have the optical drive. This one is equipped with I believe either a 4 or 8-speed CD-ROM, probably 4-speed for 1998. Exhaust here, Kensington lock on the back. TRS jacks for, I believe this one is, yep, that's audio out and microphone in. DC in jack. And behind this door here, we have instructions on how to reset this computer if it locks up. ADB, serial for printer or modem port. I believe that is 10BASE-T, Ethernet, RJ45, HDI 30 SCSI, S-video output, VGA output, and then more cooling vents and IR infrared here. 2 PCMCIA card slots here, which I believe do support card bus. This one has the optional 56K modem. Now in this video we're not going to be testing it, but I may make a video later on where we test this modem to see if we can get this thing online. And then here's the battery, which is hopelessly dead. It does not hold a charge for more than 5 minutes. But what do you expect for a almost 22-year-old computer? So now to release the different bays, they made it really easy to do that. You just pull on these tabs here. I'm just going to take the battery out, and you can see the bays just slide out, so you can put another optical drive in there. Let me just get better lighting here. So you can see there's contacts for the battery, and of course another you could put a hard drive in there. I believe you could put external hard drives in there. You could put CD-ROM drives, and these bays are hot swappable. Yes, even back in 1998, they had hot swappable bays. I guess I will take the optical drive out just so I can show, because it does have when it was it does show the manufacture date, as you can see there, November of 1998. And let's see if this is really a 4-speed CD-ROM. Let's see. This is actually a 20-speed CD-ROM. Wow. I was way off. Wow, so maybe somebody upgraded that, because, yeah, this, like I said, this was an eBay find, and so, yeah. Anyways, enough chit-chat about the machine. You want to see the specs? So let's go ahead and plug this in, and, okay, it's booting up by, no, okay, it's not booting up by itself. The only problem with the 2 monitors in the background is the camera really can't autofocus, or my phone at least. So let's take a look at the inside. A nice trackpad here, a single button. You have your QWERTY keyboard. I'm not a big fan of this keyboard, but because it's a little too scrunched for me, even with small fingers. These buttons release the PCMCIA card slots. It is a mechanical release, or an electronic release. You've got the mute button here, volume adjustment buttons, brightness adjustment, and of course the power button, stereo speakers here, and then you have, I believe this is I'm terrible at math, but I believe this is a 12.1-inch TFT display with up to 1024 by 768 resolution and millions of colors. So, and that was pretty good for 1998. Most laptops back then only had a 640 by 480, or some would have an 800 by 600 resolution. But they would only support up to 1,000. You were lucky if they supported thousands of colors. Anyways, let's go ahead and boot this thing up. And there was a boot chime. You probably wasn't as loud as it normally is, but. And at first, I heard the boot chime. The first time I booted this up, I thought that the. You have to excuse me, my allergies are killing me. I thought that the the backlight was dead, because at first, as you can see right now, you heard the startup chime, but there's nothing on the screen. You will see why, because they see the screen just lit up there. But you'll see why this takes so long to boot. Well, why the memory check takes so long. Because, well, I probably just gave away the answer, but yeah, because the RAM was obviously upgraded. Anyways, Mac OS 9 starting up. I actually got a free Mac OS 9 CD with this computer. I had discs for 9.1 and 9.2, but never 9.0, so I now have an official Mac OS 9.0 CD. So we'll go ahead and let this boot up. I believe this computer was about $3,500 when it was new, but I'd have to check every Mac to make sure of that. And you'll see the Apple Video Player extension down there, which is kind of weird because this computer does not have the necessary hardware needed to run Apple Video Player. And one thing I miss about classic versions of Mac OS 9 and earlier is the ability to add custom fonts for your menu bar and your system icons, because you can't do that in OS 10, but in OS 9 and earlier you could. So, anyways, looks like we're booted up here, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we got. And yes, I do have the Platinum sounds enabled. So we are running Mac OS 9.0.4 with 192 megs of RAM, which I believe the absolute max RAM you could put in this is 256 megs, although unofficially it supports 512. We'll turn the volume up a little bit. Oop, that's the brightness. Whoops. Oh, yeah, the volume is all the way up. That startup chime was usually louder. I wonder why. Whatever. So we'll go ahead and, there's that. There's the basic info. We'll take a look at the system profiler. Give that a second to come up here. we got Mac OS 9.0.4, 192 megs of RAM. You can pause if you want to take a look at some of the other stuff. 233 megahertz G3 processor. Take a look at our drives. Here's the hard drive. This did not have a hard drive when I got it, so I had to put it, I stole a 5 gigabyte hard drive out of a Windows Millennium computer. So I'm just putting it in here and it works perfectly fine. Here's the CD-ROM drive. So that's some basic info on here. Go ahead and take a look at some of the apps I've got on here. So I've got Photoshop 6, Dreamweaver 4. We've got some documents that I wrote on here. Those are my documents, by the way. This is a fresh install of OS 9. Apple Video Player's on here for some reason, but I didn't choose to install that. Stuff at Expander, IE 5.1, Acrobat Reader 5.0. But what I want to do, because this also has Netscape Communicator on it, and an old version of Internet Explorer, probably version 4. But since we have Netscape, you know me, and what I like to do with old technology. Let's see if we can't get this thing on the internet. We'll try with Ethernet first. So we'll plug in the Ethernet cable and fire up Netscape Communicator and watch it crash. Oh, hey, it actually worked. Last time when I tried this on my Performa 5215 CD, it didn't work. All right. Oh yeah, creating a profile. 10 steps, really? Jeez. All right. Do I have to enter any? I guess I will enter an email address. We'll say, how about? Should I just put jsmith@company.com? I really don't want to put my real email address, so we'll say. What should I say? Well, yeah, I can't think of anything funny right now, so I'll just put. You know what? I know. Steve B. Jobs, if you get it. Yeah, you know I'm real mature. At apple.com. There we go. I don't think it actually uses that, but yeah, because I'm pretty sure those servers are no longer up. Yeah, save that. Do we have an outgoing? Not sure what to enter. Your system administrator should be able to help. Do I really have to do that? I guess okay, now I do have to enter this. What if I want to skip this? Mail server username, sjobs. I don't know. I really don't want to do this. Can I please not? No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to use Netscape Communicator. No, just let me use the damn program. There we go. Version 4.7. And it's probably not going to be able to load netscape.com. Yeah, Yeah, so that doesn't work, but if we go to... Oh, it's trying to open Apple. Okay. Let's see if we can go to Google now that I've got the Ethernet cable plugged in. There it is. It's on the internet. I'll search me. There I am. That's my old profile picture. But look at this Google results page. Holy crap. This old version of Netscape on Mac OS 9. Wow, apparently I'm dead too. That's just beautiful. I feel like I'm in Back to the Future 3 here. Alright. Well, it works. Let me try to see if we can load Space Jam. I think that website now uses modern SSL and is now an HTTPS site, and obviously Netscape can't open anything that's HTTPS, but trying to think. Oh, I know of a good site. I just thought of it. toastytech.com/evil. Yep. Still up after all these years. Well, the video is about 15 minutes, and even though I have longer than 15-minute uploads enabled, I'm going to have to stop it, otherwise my phone won't let me update it. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.